Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm super duper excited because Fromistnine is back. As some of y'all may already know, my all-time greatest and favorite girl group out here, finally coming through with more releases. We love to see it, and not just any release. This song here called DM that I'll be checking out today with y'all, the MV for an all, is tied along to their fourth mini album called Midnight Guess, which I can't wait to check out. I've been only hearing good things about this song, DM, as well as their fourth mini album based on that sort of spin-off Channel 9 particular episode on their channel. It was like a 35-minute segment where they had such a fun mission and all to throw a party at night when mom and dad were trying to go to sleep. But hey guys, enough talk. I've been hyped pretty much ever since the initial announcement, and I'm sure fellow Flovers were too, I should say. But aside from that, let's just get into Fromistnine's DM now, shall we? Alright, DM by Fromistnine. I got the English captions on and all, and I'm seeing Nakyung in the first frame here. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Loving this funky bass line in verse 1 here. Oh, Ji-sun. Yuri. Where's this going with Ramsey though? Bit of the snare drums here. Ooh. Wow. Love the tempo to this song, but most importantly, how the members are delivering this song, truly singing from their hearts. Just a classic Fromistnine thing to do. Chaeyoung! Everything about this song, it's just so mesmerizing. Just from the visuals, the scenes that we're seeing, to the overall soundscape to the song. Woo! Yes, Hyung. We got Flover Road here this time around. And the lyrics to this song, so well done. Jihan. Just from the funky bass line to the quite sentimental chord progression to the high notes to pretty much everything. Where do I even start with this, guys? anything, from what I got from this was such a meaningful release, everyone. I mean, to start off and saying, just to reflect back on how far Fromist9 has come, right? From the time of filming this MV was released 6 hours ago, literally hit 1.9 million views. Hit new all-time records for themselves for pre-orders and stuff like that. But into releasing DM here, which, mind you, the same people who worked on Feel Good. Now, I feel like some of you guys maybe could have tell that based on the overall soundscape of the song. But later on, I'm going to explain why this is quite significantly different from the likes of Feel Good and from the likes of We Go. And how and why I feel like this is the song so far for me that is truly Song of the Year. And that's also excluded my bias of why. Of course, like I said, my all-time greatest favorite girl group, Fromist9. From the arrangement of this, nothing mind-blowing or spectacular, right? I think the arrangement does its job. It's simply verse 1, pre-chorus, chorus, yada yada yada. You know, it's pretty standard arrangement. But in terms of the tempo, the genre that they utilized, the elements and instruments they utilized, like I said earlier on, just tied everything together all in one and came through with such a lovely piece that suits Fromist9 so much. I feel like when we got into Feel Good, it was like, wow, this is something new from Fromist9. Like, okay, this is more of a poppier sound, right? And then We Go was just, I'd feel like, is that reiteration or like the sister song to Feel Good, right? And then don't even get me started with Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk was such a masterpiece and a half, and how amazing a pop song that song truly was. But then when we get into DM here, I feel like this is, if anything, another pop-heavy song, but from more beyond beneath the eye for us Flovers, or people who are familiar with Fromist9's signature sound, is that, if anything, compared to the last couple of releases, this is so Fromist9, okay? Singing from their hearts, being very genuine and pure and earnest with it, with the delivery. Yet, thanks to Feel Good, We Go, Talk and Talk, they're able to show more of a mature side at the same time to do that. And that is so cool how they can do that at the same time, to be earnest, honest, you know, and even sentimental with it. And the reason why I felt like this is so sentimental is like sort of like this first love, you know, coming into the DMs and stuff, and initiating that conversation and all those butterfly, you know, feels going on. That initial Kickstarter is the chord progression to this song. It is so sentimental with it, and I'm going to point that out when we get back into the second listen of this. But to talk more about this amazing, spectacular pop song by Fromist9 is that what really truly stands out even more compared to We Go and Feel Good. Like, sure, you might recognize that electric rhythm guitar that I like to explain that it is such an energetic, fun guitar that keeps on going on. But if anything, I heard two different kinds of guitars in here, pretty much. I mean, I should say most heavily we hear a funky bass line that gets you going. And then later on, we continue with it with this electric rhythm guitar, and everything gets smashed together with this playing of the keyboard and some retro elements there. And I would say even brass sounds that make it sparkle and make it twinkle, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, this is one of those songs, like memes, it's like, oh, you have touched Promise9's DM. My hands are literally like filled with glitter, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of meme that you see on Twitter or Instagram or somewhere on social media. But seriously though, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. And quick shout out to the likes of Clapston, Justin Reinstein, and everyone else who worked behind this. If y'all not familiar, like I said, the same people who worked on Feel Good, Clapston, Justin Reinstein. In terms of We Go, Clapston. In terms of Catch the Stars, another song of the year, personally for me, I'm not sure about you guys, by Ooh-Ah, Clapston was on that track. You're sort of seeing a pattern here, but in terms of DM, this was a huge standout. So let's just dive back into it, and I'm going to break down some parts and listen to more parts to see if I could break down those certain parts that I was trying to, you know, get upon first listen, until I got caught off by Promise9's lovely visuals and voices and all. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just continue this. Go back. Second listen here. I just love how the drum kits kick it off here with this funky bass line with Nakyung here. So right away we have the funky bass line here, which really sets the tone and is such a huge driving factor to the song, alongside their vocals, of course. And right away, right here, we see Flover Road. We love to see it, always keeping their fans, you know, in their releases somehow, you know. Back on Talk and Talk, we had Flover Apartments, and now we're on Flover Road. It's pretty dope how they were able to really continue it off. If you looked closely, you know, from Feel Good into We Go, and into the likes of course Talk and Talk with Giri on the computer editing and stuff. And now we have Flover Road with this beautiful sort of sunset backdrop here with Promise9 in the center of this crossroad. Soyeon. And can we just appreciate how this is also a comeback with all 9 members? Over the course of time, it has been very challenging for Promise9 to come through with all 9 members, because we had Produce, Yuri, you know what I'm saying? We had Soyeon, we had at difficult times where Promise9 at times Chaeyoung, you know what I'm saying, during promos, during Talk and all. Finally, this is, I don't want to jinx it, but this is like the fullest of Promise9 we are getting, and we love to see it, we love to hear it, but let's just continue back into this. That those, I don't know if I'd say those are the brass sounds of some. I gotta listen to this again. I would say so, or some sort of, I don't know, retro riff going on here. But I think it makes this song, like, it's, even though it's so small and it doesn't happen like heavily in the song, it adds more like sparkle to this song, I've got to admit. Jisun looking immaculate as always. Giri. As some of you may know, the bias wrecker next to Chaeyoung for me. Our captain, Ramsey, as some of other people know, Seram, but nickname Ramsey backwards. But oh. Now, essentially what we hear here during Ramsey's part is these tickling of the hi-hats here, which seem, I would say, very satisfying. And there's this sort of theatrical feel to this song that I always loved from Fromest9 when it came to the likes of Fun, when it came to the likes of Love Bomb. Even though the arrangement is pretty standard, right? And by no means subpar, it's pretty standard and all. It really sets up Fromest9 so well where they could work around the instrumental and all the instruments and elements are being done just simply by their vocals. And that's the sheer power that Fromest9 truly has, is singing from their hearts with earnesty, being so genuine with it, coming through with meaningful lyrics as well, but are able to come through this with this theatrical delivery where one member works off of each other, right? For example, here, when we had Gyuri, it went to Ramsey, our captain, and then it went back to Gyuri, right? But then how right here when we see Jihyun, I just love how it breaks down like that. And then it picks up here. The delivery of Doesn't Matter by my bias, as some of you may know, Megan G1. You get it, girl. You get it, girl. Oh my goodness. Woo. And just how there's emphasis on the ends of these lines, like doesn't matter, me and you. Hear those background vocals there? They seem so small and minimal, but it adds so much to the song, truly. And you see how it's repeated there? 1, 2. Oh, just look at the choreography too. It's just such eye candy too. I have something to say about Hayoung later on in the song. We'll wait for that moment. Chaeyoung, everyone. As some of y'all may already know, fellow Flovers, the sexy but cutie girl in Fromest9. She, if anything, like one of my top favorites that come through in terms of like the duality. You know, to be able to do that, just to switch it up like that. You know what I'm saying? But look at their outfits for this era. Just so spectacular. Look at this like photo shoot going on here at the photo booth. And just with this bass line, it's not being funky at all. This bass line is just going on, right? With Gyuri here. Oh. See, even with this sort of breakdown and this theatrical movement and delivery by Fromest9 themselves in the vocal department, this is what I'm saying with this sentimental chord progression, right? You smile and my heart flutters. And it really connects to the title of the song, DM, and I feel like the overall meaning and message behind the song, I feel like, right? And I feel like with those street lights, you know, there's this sort of like green as in go, red as in stop. I don't know. I'm sort of hesitant, but you know, at the end of the day, when we hit the chorus here, Hold up. We gotta wait for it again, but... Woo! It doesn't matter. Special, me, and you, okay? Anything regardless, okay? We just gotta go for it, right? I just want to get closer. Let's just get on with it already, you know? That's what I feel from this song in terms of the message. Like all these signals and all these signs. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for it. And you should go for it too. You should open up for me. And like Jiwon says here, don't hesitate. Open your heart to me. Oh my goodness, what a picturesque frame that I paused on here though. Just with these feathers flying around, or floating around. Unbelievable, everyone. Jihyun, how far our maknae has grown. And of course, I saw in my alert on Instagram, I had to take it off. I had to go back to my home screen real quick to not get too spoiled, but of course, coming through with her classmates and, you know, performing the song with them. Oh, I love her part so much in this song. I'm like, and her smile, it's just so infectious. Here we go. Hayoung. Snare drum. Now, if some of y'all not familiar with Fromist9, please keep in mind, Hayoung, who hits this, right? Who hits this high note, believe it or not, is the main dancer to this group. Mind blown, right? In case you didn't know. And also the vice president to this group too. Our captain is Ramsey Setaram right here. And then Hayoung is the vice president truly, but also main dancer, an incredible singer too. And you, so catchy. Very angelic like vocals being hit here. But just when I thought it finished there, again, being theatrical with it. Hold up. Because that wasn't the only part that was being hit with those beautiful high notes right here. What can I say? You got the likes of Stacey Shin, you got the likes of Red Velvet's Wendy, and all. I mean, just you might as well, you know, continue adding on that list. And I am not complaining if we're adding on that list of incredible high notes that we've heard to date and all. But Fromist9's DM, everyone, what a lovely 10 out of 10 jammer / banger of a release that is quite sentimental with it, with the chord progression, yet the most Fromist9 title track song that I've ever heard from them. And I can't even imagine how the B-sides are gonna go, cause I'm seeing familiar names and I don't want to talk about it yet until I get into the full analysis and review of Fromist9's 4th mini album, Midnight Yes. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the unboxing to their physical album. Whoever I get, I'm still gonna be happy because I'm gonna try to collect all their photo cards, even though they have a lot of versions and stuff like that. But guys, this was a treat and a half, more than a treat and a half, and I'm more than thoroughly pleased with this release. And if anything, I don't know what else I need in my life from Fromist9. Maybe a light stick, surely a light stick, and eventually a full album. I'm sort of getting my head of myself here. But yeah, I saw familiar names on the track listing. Can't wait for the review and such like that. But as always, guys, have a great day. have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though, as always, and be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as I appreciate you guys for taking your time out of your day to even come far on these reviews and watching my videos at the end of the day. And it also means so much seeing your comments, being able to reply to them, or fellow Flovers about Fromist9's newest release here called DM, or just Fromist9 themselves. If you have anything to say, just say it. Don't be hesitant about it. Just like Fromist9 and DM here that they keep saying, open up to me, you know. I don't mind messaging you guys, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or even just replying to your comments below my videos. But take care as always. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, take care as always. See you in the next Fromist9 video, or whatever video you're gonna watch next on my channel here. And peace.